To stream again. Hi everyone. We're back, and we've had some technical difficulties with HD stream, but I hope everything works out well now. So we'll see if the video quality is okay, and continue on with designing the user frame. Sorry, the wireframe in the user flow. Okay. So as I was saying, we have some bare minimum MVP features that we want, and this is what it includes. So the main functionality is we want people to be able to see all of their issues from one repository. They should be able to click on an issue to go to GitHub, to go to the issue on GitHub. They should be able to click, view all of the details of the issue. So that might be another page or another modal that pops up. They should be able to create, name, edit, and delete views. And they should be able to drag these GitHub issues into views. In terms of payments, they should be able to go to another page to see what the pricing plans are. And then they should be able to subscribe for 1 year of a premium service. For authentication or for logging in, users should be able to log in and log out, and they should be able to connect with GitHub. So I think these are sort of the basic functionalities, the main functionalities that are in the bare minimum MVP. And so I think what I'm going to do next is I'm going to draw out a wireframe of what this app is going to look like. And with that, we're going to be able to detail out the user flow of this app. What I'm going to try to do is, it's going to be a bit technical. I have an iPad here that I'm going to try and draw on. And so what I'm going to try to do is have a blank picture on my desktop here. And what I'm going to do is, I think they have this feature on Apple where you can connect to it on your iPad and then draw on the iPad, and it will in real time show up on this desktop so that you guys can follow along with what I'm doing. So let me pull that up. It's literally just going to be a blank white picture. Let's see. So I push spacebar and it comes up with this quick preview that Mac OS has. And I think if you click this thing here, then it kind of automatically pops up on my iPad. So I'm going to just draw on here and draw out the wireframes, and you can watch me on the screen here. Yeah. So let's just test this out quickly. Let's make sure that it comes up smoothly. So if I say hello, it should appear. Perfect. Great. What I'm worried about is showing off my handwriting. Actually, my handwriting is quite terrible. Okay. So I'm going to have this screen here, just off to the side here. And we also had previously already done a sketch of the app. We should have done this in reverse order. So actually we should have done the wireframe first and then move on to designing it on Sketch. So it's a bit of a mistake. But we already have a bit of a outline of what the app is going to look like. Okay. So in our previous live stream, what we did is we started off with one page where you connect with GitHub, and then it goes through the GitHub auth flow. I don't have to draw it out because it's made by them. And then you land on the first page, your first view after you've signed in, and this is where all your issues should pop up in this issue bucket. And if you click create your first view, then a modal will pop up. And then if you create the modal, then you're going to have this new view here where you can drag your issues in there. And then there's going to be another section down here where you can create more views. This section, this view here, is going to have a little options button where you can edit the view name or delete the view. And if you edit the view name, then you get this modal that pops up, and you can change the name of the view. Okay, So in a sense, we kind of already have a few of these ticked off. So we can see all the issues. Good. I'm just going to put maybe just a check mark here. I know there's a to-do section, but I don't want to use that. We don't have this yet. Click on to view all the issue. No, we don't have that. Create, name, edit, and delete view. We can do that, and we can drag this. So we kind of already have these sketched on the wireframe. We have this connected to GitHub. We know what this page looks like. So that means these are the remaining things that we have to draw on a wireframe. I think what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to still draw these ones that I have already done on the wireframe, just so I have a complete picture. And what I'd like to do moving forward is flow through this whole process. Okay, sorry, my cat just wants some nuzzles. Okay, great. So that's that. So let's go ahead and just draw this out a little bit. I'm going to resize this. Let's move these things away. Okay. So let's start with authentication actually. Okay. So let's see. We originally had the GitHub here. I'm going to try to write neatly. Okay, so GitHub, right, and there's the logo. And let's see. We also need them for need a way to sign in with the username. Maybe. Let's see. I wonder if we should just not allow signing in without an email address. Actually, maybe the only way to sign in is with GitHub. I haven't seen that before. I wonder why people don't do that. Maybe we should try. So if you've never created an account before, you'll see the sign-in page. And what does it say? Connect with GitHub. Oh shoot. So we have some text. Connect. Oh, the cat's getting away. With GitHub. Right, and then some text, yeah? So sign in with GitHub. And so this is what you see when you're not signed in. Okay. Yeah, so actually that's pretty simple. And then we have our logo up here, right? Okay. Now, we're going to have to find a way for them to sign out when they're authenticated. So let's see. Okay. So maybe let's go to another page. Maybe let's go to a random page where they have some views and some issues inside this view. Right. And I suppose maybe there should be the user icon up here. And clicking that user icon. I guess by right, you're probably going to have a couple menu options, something like settings, account, sign out. Can you see this? It's kind of just on the edge of the screen. It's lassoed in. So settings, account, sign out. I wonder what would be in the settings page. Maybe we don't need a settings page just yet. I don't know what would be in there. So account, actually, you should be able to see your account stuff. Like if you're on the free plan, or if you're on the paid plan. And if you're on the paid plan, maybe you should be able to see your credit card stored and so forth. Actually, yeah, so I think that makes sense. So we need to add that in to our list here. Okay, let's call this plans, and then let's call this account. And in here we should be able to see, user can see what account, what plan they are on. If user can see their payment history, user can cancel their plan. So actually Stripe, they have a service called Checkout, Stripe Checkout, where they give a user management page, and it's already built for you, where the user can manage all of their account or their payment settings with you. So they can manage their cards, they can cancel their subscription, and I think we'll use that page mostly. So I think, let's see, I think this stuff actually we might not have to, we might not need to create a page for it, because I think we can use Stripe Checkout for this whole thing. Okay, good. So going back to our drawing, actually this should go to, let's use red for this. This goes to Stripe Checkout. Okay. Let's actually bring this up top. Oh no, it's too complicated. Okay. Checkout. Yep. My iPad got disconnected. Let's see if I can bring it back up. It's not coming up. Let me try it again. Let's find it. Okay, this goes back. Okay, it goes to Stripe Checkout. Okay, good. Should be able to see it. Okay, good. So, and then here we have a bucket with a bunch of issues in here that you can scroll. Okay. So then we have our logo, and we have a sort of a user icon up here, and clicking on it will pull up this drop-down menu, which will give you account and sign out. Okay, so this is a drop-down. Okay. Okay, good. So I think this is unauthenticated. Okay. So when our user goes to the website, we don't know what the website's called yet, because I don't have a name for it yet. But when the user comes into the website, let's use blue here. Okay. There's probably going to be some sort of cookie. There's going to be some cookie, and we're going to assess what that cookie is, whether the user has been signed in the last, say, 14 days or not. If they're not signed in, if they don't have a cookie, or if they're not signed in, then it's going to take them straight to this page. And if they have signed in the last 14 days and the cookie is saved, then we'll send them straight here, so that they don't have to see this page on the left. Okay. we'll check the cookie here. My handwriting is pretty atrocious, and sometimes I can't even read my own handwriting. Good, so that's probably the first one. So this is done. Okay, so this is wireframe notes 1. I'm going to create another one here. I'm going to call this wireframe notes 2, so we can create another page. Okay. So good. So actually now we have. We're going to say that this is done because Stripe Checkout will take care of this for us. We just have to have a link in the drop-down menu that connects to this, and users can log back in using that same page or log back out. Yeah. Okay, we need to create. So we've already recreated this. This is done. So we just need to put a little user. No, we don't need a user icon up there. It's not gonna make sense. Go. We need a user icon up here. Maybe the give feedback can actually go inside the user menu. That was a random idea that I just threw in. Okay, good. So we need to be able to show the details of an issue. I'm going to pull up a GitHub issue now so we can see what sort of details are in there. And it's quite a bit. Okay. We had this test issue that I created before with some random repository that I've made previously. Okay. And so there can be a long list of conversation here. You can have people assigned to it, you have labels, you have all this other metadata. And so we need to be able to show kind of most of these details as well. So I'm going to take a screenshot of this page here, and I'm going to add it to our vision board here. So we're going to want to have most of this stuff here when we click on an issue to see the details of the issue. ZenHub also does the same thing. Okay. So let's design what this page might look like. So let's keep that there. Let's pull up. Wireframe Notes 2. And let's start editing on the iPad. Okay. How many sizes? Yeah. Okay. Logo here, and this is a view, and maybe you have multiple views here. This is view 1, and we have a couple of issues. Right. And if we click on the title, let's see, they're all going to have titles here. Right. If we click on a title, then it's going to go to our issue view. And for now, I'm just going to make it a modal that pops up. Okay. And that modal, I think, should have an X up here to close it out. You should be able to scroll it, so there's going to be a scroll bar. And it's when you click on the title, again, come here. Okay, so then let's design this out. So I think we'll maybe try to keep most of the same layout and formatting. And we just go with a gray. Let's see, how do we change colors here? For the number. Okay. And then they have status of the issue, whether it's open or closed. And they have some other metadata kind of in gray. So Chinjui, that's me. We're not too worried about the layout yet. Okay. And I guess we can keep those user profiles as well. So we have something like this, and then they have the little bubble, and they have a light blue. Here's a fill. It's too big. The cat's back. Pinguo, you want to say hi? Hello, Pinguo. Hello, Pinguo. And it's going to say Yuan Chinjui completed yesterday. Oh. Okay, this is nonsense. I can't even read what I'm writing. And text. Yeah. Okay. And they also have a little. I guess I don't have to really draw everything out here. Sorry to seem just the tail of my cat. You don't draw everything out here, but I think maybe it's just a good exercise just to really study in detail what's in here. And so actually I'm going to have to be able to identify that this is the owner. So when you tag this as owner, and a little emoji guy, and then also the 3 dots. Options dots. And those options dots come with every single comment. And then there's like a little icon. And we have the person. This person did something. Okay. And then finally at the bottom, they have like a little small faint divider line. They have you again, kind of puzzling out, and then there's this HTML. Sorry, not HTML. There's this field. Now I don't know if I want to allow the user to comment on it yet, because I think this is going to add a bit of time to the development, because I think it's a bit complicated, or at least I haven't done it before, and I'm not sure how to add a comment on GitHub's API yet. I'm sure they have an API for it, but like getting all these little buttons right, like the @mention button and so forth, I think that's going to take quite a bit of time. So I think, to be honest, maybe I'm going to take this out. I'm not going to let the user comment, and then maybe instead I'm going to have a button that says go to issue on github.com. and this will just directly link to that issue. So actually this will just be an informative page, and people won't be able to edit it yet. Yeah. I ran a room here, but on the side, I'll just do it here. On the side, call this the side. We're going to have the assignees. We're just going to display everything. And we're going to have labels. Okay, and so forth. And all this data comes in the GitHub API. So all this data comes through. You pull an issue. And I think we'll try to just mimic this. And we won't give any optionality to edit any of this information. You just have to go straight to GitHub to manage the issue. We'll say to edit the issue. Okay. Good. So again, we click on the title, and it's going to pop up a modal, and it's going to look somewhat similar to the GitHub issue. And there's going to be a big X on the top right, and you can be able to see most of the same details that you see on GitHub. But if you want to edit anything, then you just have to go to click the button at the bottom to go to the issue on GitHub.com to edit the issue. Yeah, I think that makes sense, and that'll keep it easy for the MVP. Good. Okay, done with this one. And good, so we've knocked out these two functionalities. Okay. Pricing plan. Okay. Let's do another one. This one's called Frame Notes 3. Let's see, how do they get to the pricing plan? So let's say that they're on the free plan, and actually I think what they need to do is they need to go to, it needs to be another thing that pops up on the main, sorry, on the drop down menu here. Oopsie, that's not what I want. I want to edit like this. So we're going to include one more thing. Maybe it's called upgrade or plans. So let's move this sign out here. Let me do this. Oh. Alright, that's not cooperating. I wish there was a better way than to just use these blank pictures. Okay, so we're also going to need to have, let's just add it on. It's called, I think it's called plans, and that'll be in the middle here. It's a bit messy. Okay. So then they can click on the drop down here, and then click on plans to go to the plan page. Okay. And so this one will be the plan page. What will this look like? I think you can only see this plan page. Well, we also need a pricing page, maybe before you sign in, or maybe not. Maybe let's keep it simple for now. You can only see this plan page when you're authenticated. because I think right now, obviously, there's no branding, and if people are looking to try out this product, I don't think anyone's going to be interested in paying for something that they're not sure what it does for them yet. I'm not even sure what this does for them yet. So let's put the plans page only after you've authenticated. That means you will only see this page once you've tried out the product a little bit. So the logo is here. My cat keeps coming back. And what would this page look like? Oh, don't stop on this. So I guess the common one is what everyone has, is sort of these cards, right? My cat is just nudging against my pen, so I can't write. So I think maybe it will say something like, let's see. Yeah, let's keep it simple. Okay, it will be 2 cards because there's only 2 plans. And maybe let's call this one Premium, and this one is called the Free, and there should be some sort of thing that says like your current plan, right? And there should be a call to action on this one that says upgrade. Okay. And this one, this premium plan will have maybe a list of things that are not included in the free plan. The free plan will include these 3 things. Maybe it should say your current plan at the bottom instead of this button here. So it should say, it should be like a grayed out box. It's terrible writing. Disabled button. Okay. So we don't need this at the top. Okay, and should be a nice price. And then there's usually some subtext as to like what the payment terms are. It's like refundable anytime. Okay. So clicking that link on the user menu that says plans will take us to this page where you can see these options. Now if you click upgrade here, it should take you to a Stripe checkout page. That I won't build manually. It's just a page that's provided for. By Stripe. Okay, so we don't have to design that. Good. Now I'm just realizing that if the user wants to see their current plan, we saw that the user can, we said that we're going to use Stripe Checkout to allow the user to manage their payments so they can see their payment history and cancel their subscription, but they won't be able to see this plans page of what their plan is. So I think we need to add maybe another link to the user account page, so that it goes to this page here, this plans page, and they can see which plan that we're currently on. So for example, if they're on the premium plan, then this will say your current plan. Right. And this should say, the free one should say what? Maybe downgrade? Maybe we should make it gray because we don't want them to downgrade. I don't know. Let's just do that for now. I don't know if that makes sense, but okay. So maybe let's make it simple. Instead of having a separate page that links to either your Stripe subscription page or to your current plans page, let's update that menu just slightly. Where are we? Is this one? No. It's done. So good. Okay, so actually, yeah, the plans will go there. Count. Yeah, this account should go straight to. Actually, no. This plans page is fine. Looks fine. Okay. It's not the most streamlined, I think, in terms of the language, but I think it generally works actually. We'll optimize it a little bit later. I think that's actually it. So let's see. So now they can see what the different pricing plans there are. Yes, we have a plans page. Okay. And then they can subscribe for 1 year. Yes, they're going to Stripe checkout. And then we already have these other ones here. I think I said that we're going to draw a wireframe even for the ones that we already have, but I don't think we need it. I don't know why I need to create all the extra work for myself. Okay, so they can see all the issues for one repo. Yes, that's it. It's in the bucket. Click an issue to go to that issue on github.com. Yes. You can view all the details of the issue. Yes, okay. I'm glad I said view and not edit. Create, name, edit, and delete a view. Okay, good. Oh, I see. Actually, we need to let's break this down actually. Create, rename. Right now we don't have any other version of editing a view, so we're going to take that out. Actually, the only way you can edit a view is rename it and then delete it. So in our sketch file, where is it? Where to go? It's here. We created this drop-down menu that says edit view name and then delete view. Of course, you can click this delete view to delete this view, but actually what we should have is a modal that pops up that says, are you sure you want to delete this view? So let me just draw out that modal right now so we can draw out that flow. Let's edit this here. Okay, so we have our page. This is delete view. We have our logo, we have our user account with the drop downs, and we have some views. We have a ... Actually, what we should be doing is we should have a header for that. We should have like a header bar. View title. And maybe instead of the ... maybe we should have a gear icon. Oh, cat is back. Okay. A gear icon where you can edit or delete view. And we have our issues. Okay. We can click this, and then we'll get the drop down. It says edit or delete view. And if we delete a view, it's going to go show this mobile here. So let's copy this over. No, let's not draw that. Let's just draw a mobile. Are you sure you want to delete the default view? And we should have maybe a yes. Maybe we should say confirm delete. Delete view. And then another one that says cancel. And we've made the button red just to highlight to the user that they're going to be deleting something, which they want to be double sure that they're doing. Actually, below this, I also want to create like a notice that says, let's make it gray. It says something that tells the user that their issues will not be deleted if they delete view. So it'll say something like your issues not deleted. Your issues within the view. Or modified. Okay. So this little blurb should go right underneath this title question. And if they confirm delete the view, then that view is removed and all the issues are removed from it. And if they cancel, then nothing happens and the modal disappears. I'm wondering if we also need an X. This X will be the same thing as the cancel. Okay. Close it. Let's say this is modal pop-up. Okay. Good. So that's that. So we can create, rename, and delete a view, and we can drag GitHub issues into views. When we drag it into a view, it will stay within the bucket. And I think we were testing that out a little bit here. Yes. It's pretty ugly. Maybe we don't have to use such a daunting red. Maybe it could be like a nice blue. Maybe let's do that actually while we're here. Okay, yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so you can click anywhere in the view that's not on an issue. It'll select that view. Okay, good. So we can drag GitHub issues into views. Users can see what different pricing plans there are, just free and premium. can subscribe for 1 year subscription. They can also see what plan they are currently subscribed to. Okay. Authentication, they can log out. There's that log out button that we've designed. They can log back in. It goes back to this auth page here. Where is it? This auth page. And you can only connect with GitHub. You're not going to be able to create an account with email. I've never seen that done before, but let's see if we can do it. And you can see your account. See your oh my goodness, my cat's going crazy. See your payment account, your subscription account. And this is all with Stripe Checkout. Should handle my cat a little bit. So on Stripe Checkout, they can see what plan they are on. They can see. So can they see what plan they are on? I'm not too sure. But anyways, they can see it up here when they go to the plans page again. They can see the payment history, yes, so Stripe Checkout, and they can cancel their plan. They can also update your credit card. Anyways, let's just take that out for now. They can see that on this page here. Good. So we have all green check marks for this, for the wireframe. Perfect. So just to bring these back up again. We designed the auth page, yeah. Users can connect with GitHub and they can sign in with GitHub. And that's it, they can't sign in with a username. And users are only going here if they are not authenticated. So that's all first-time users and users that have logged out. If you're authenticated and we check with cookie, then you go straight to your dashboard view. Here you have some views and then your bucket of issues, and then there's your user icon where you can click for a drop-down menu. The drop-down menu will have account, plans, and sign out. Okay, the account button goes to your Stripe Checkout page where you can manage your subscriptions. So actually maybe this should be called My Subscription. I'll edit this. I'm going to put text over it actually. Let's make this a bit smaller. Okay. Let's put a white background to it. Just cover it up. Okay, My Subscription, plans, and then sign out. Okay, that's the first one. See this. The second one, this is being able to view a GitHub issue. So this is your views, and maybe you have the same views down here with the same titles. You can click on the title, and then up will pop a modal that shows most of your details of the GitHub issue. At the bottom, there's not going to be another place where you can add another comment, but it will have a button that says go to issue on github.com to edit this issue. And from there you can also edit all the other small metadata stuff. Only for here we're just going to show everything, just to keep things easy. Okay. The plans page. You can only see the plans page if you're authenticated. We're not going to be showing this to people that have not signed in. And we're going to just have the simple card model that we see in every SaaS business. We only have 2 plans for now, free and premium. This one will be $50 a year, and it's going to have a list of stuff that is that you get with premium. I don't know what that is yet. And there's going to be a call to action upgrade button here, and this will take you to Stripe Checkout for that payment flow. And this will be your current plan if you're on the free plan. If you have already subscribed and you come back to this page, then you're going to see this button instead, your current plan instead of upgrade. And then this one will have a nice ugly downgrade button to discourage them from downgrading. But if they need to downgrade, then they can downgrade. And so this one will be disabled and this one will be disabled, depending on what plan you have. Okay. Finally, we don't have the flow for this yet, so we designed it. We want to delete a view, and so I think we'll redesign the view to be like this, where there's just going to be this little divider, the title of the view up top. Though it creates a bunch of extra space here, and I wonder if we should make use of that space or we should keep that space. Maybe sometimes having some white space is nice. And so you click on this and the drop down menu will come up with edit view and delete view. We already have edit view flow in Sketch. That's this thing here. And another modal will pop up. It says update your view name. But if you want to delete the view, another modal will pop up. It says, are you sure you want to delete this default view? And then default will replace with the title of the view. And then there'll be a subheader that says your issues will not be deleted or modified within the view. Or maybe some clearer wording. And then there'll be a red button that says confirm, delete view, or some better wording, or another one that says cancel. So you'll also be an X at the top right, so you can close a modal either with the X or the cancel. They both do the same thing. Yeah. And so that's basically the wireframe of this app. It's a very simple app. We did this wireframe pretty quickly. So yeah, that's that. So next up, what we're going to try to do, I'm going to not do a live stream of this, but I'm going to just continue cleaning up and building out the remainder of the flows here. Maybe I will do a live stream, because I think I enjoy talking through this. So continue building out these screens here. Maybe play with the colors a little bit more, and just make it look a little bit nicer. And then once the design is done, then we can move on to chapter 3, which is actually where we should be making a landing page. I saw another user who's also building their product live on YouTube, and they ended up just going to Product Hunt to create a landing page. But I think we want to make clear what this product will do and what the features of this product are. And I think once we can do that and design a page that shows that, then it becomes very clear as to what we're doing moving forward and why we're doing stuff. I think this would also help generate some feedback, make it very easy for people to understand what we're trying to build and see if they're interested or not. The product hunt page, I don't know how many pictures or how much we can customize it. Right now I'm thinking maybe we can use Webflow to build it, because I used to use Webflow quite a bit, and Webflow is great for building landing pages. They have a lot of just cool stuff, and actually just drag and drop and you can pretty quickly build something nice. We'll probably also draw something out on paper first, as well as prepare the copy before we start putting on a Webflow. So let me just write this out. Draw out flow, prepare copy, and maybe use Webflow to design. And it's just going to be a simple page that we scroll through to find out all of the features of the product. And finally, maybe you can sign up with email to get updates or get access to beta. More like alpha. People always recommend that you build a landing page first before you actually build out the product. So actually maybe we should have done this before even designing the product. I've never done it because I've always just been too excited to just jump into the code. But I think this will actually be a good step, because then I think it will really just help us think through what this product is for. Okay, cool. So that's the next live stream. I think I'll try to do that tomorrow. Again, the notes, all the notes that I took here, I think I'm going to flesh this out and clean it up a little bit, as well as my pictures here that I'm going to include. I'll put it in the link in this video so you guys can access it if you guys like. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. Thanks for watching. I hope this is helpful. Bye.